Good morning from the hotel. My shirt has a hole in it, like a really big one, down the back. And so it's time to part ways. Back to my plain Jane shirt.
Should we do a ritual or something?
Maybe burn it. It's the only ritual necessary. We're back out here in the woods, in a very familiar environment that I have come to call home. Just ate another, half of a bagel sandwich from the Appalachian deli after getting shuttled back there, and couldn't finish it, which, I don't have an appetite really. I think I just get really worked up when it's time to walk again. So my body throws physiological signals that's like, hey, we don't want to. One of those is not eating. So anyway, it'll be fine. I packed out the other half. I'll eat it later. I have been listening to a lot of podcasts on meditation, so I'm going to keep that up today because I've been finding that really interesting. And walk. Yeah, that's my agenda today. What will I be doing today? I will be walking in the beautiful state of New York. I am bringing up the caboose of this 3-boy train. Quantum's friends from New York City came down. They brought bagels. So I'm currently climbing with one pole, which is for the birds, trying to eat a bagel and keep up with Quantum, who is now not carrying his pack. So he thought he was fast with a bag. You should follow him without one. Lord. I packed this out from the deli this morning, and I gotta say,
It's probably like $5.
it was like the best decision I've made. This is my very first time breaking up my umbrella. It's just sprinkling, and it works out conveniently because I only have one trekking pole since my other one's broke. But we're doing a half-mile road walk to a deli and pizzeria. It's 7 o'clock, 24-something miles for the day, I think. Let me tell you.
How many?
24?
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good mentally, but my legs are just shot, and I feel like I'm eating enough. I don't know if my iron's really, I don't know what's going on, but I kept saying how I felt like every hill was the first hill I'd ever climbed, but now it feels like I've never climbed a hill, and I feel worse than I did when I started in Georgia. So it's really strange. It's all muscular, and I don't really know. My pack's the lightest it's ever been. I just don't really know. It's really strange. Anyway,
I will say
Danny's Pizza and Deli or something? I don't know.
I will say there's a ton of utility in it.
All I know is he's yelling about Dungeons and Dragons. So the update is we're in Fishkill again because we walked to Danny's Deli and Pizzeria and it's closed on Saturdays. So we walked a half-mile off trail at the end of 24 miles for food that wasn't there.
It's not there.
Was not there. So now we're in Fishkill eating food.
Back in Fishkill.
And we're just right across the street enjoying life. And we'll be back on trail tomorrow for another 24-ish or so miles. So we'll see.
Trail life.
Hey, memories over miles.
Memories over miles, guys.
Okay, we're not back on trail just yet. We're in someone's driveway. There was some standstill traffic, and our kind, sweet Uber driver was not really sure where to drop us off at, so we just got out in the middle of the road. I am drinking a Red Bull because you know what's great to do out here is develop or pick back up terrible habits that you had in your real life. And I'm going to be eating baleadas for breakfast. And if you don't know what baleada is, look them up. They're great. Oh, I first had baleadas in Honduras, and wowza, so psyched about these. Okay, I'm gonna eat and we're gonna get to walking because we've got a beautiful, cool, which is, where'd this come from? 68 degrees today, and 24-ish miles to a pretty nice campsite where we'll walk a mile into another convenience store-ish place in the morning. So spoiled. We're so spoiled. Look how freaking big this tree is. There's no way you can even tell. Like, my wingspan, massive. Wild stuff. I am looking forward to today because we leave New York and hit Connecticut. And I have this weird thing, you know the 50 States song? I can't help every time I hear the word Connecticut, think Connecticut, dun dun dun. And I only ever do it with that state. I don't sing any other part of the song. I don't know where it comes from, but your girl's legs just don't have it. Like, I'm in high spirits, even high energy, but they don't get sore. They just like won't go. It's the strangest thing. Anyway, I'm gonna put this away and crush some miles. I can't say crush without thinking of Jocko. Just go out and crush it. I'm dumb. Guess where I am. Today, I'm so thankful that it's cool, so please don't hear this as complaining. But if we had passed this lake any other day, I would have been swimming because it's been so hot. Now, the swimming is necessary. Lunch with a view. So, we were walking. I found this food truck just like in this gap crossing the highway. And I cold soaked some couscous on the rock earlier for dinner tonight. But it looks like I'm gonna back out another sandwich. So normally the game is over under. And I guess this is definitely gonna be an under. Throw my pole through. Oh, shoot. I'm like bear crawling. Good thing I showered last night. Oh. Okay, we've made it. Woo, baby! Good stuff. Made it. Solid. Not that there's much of a sign. I'm currently, this right here, this is New York, and this right here is Connecticut. Dun, dun, dun. So, you know, here we go, here we come. There is a sign somewhere for Connecticut, because I've seen people take pictures with it, but it's not right here.
Oh, baby.
Connecticut. Dun, dun, dun. That's all I got for Connecticut.
Yeah,
That's all. That's all I got. Apparently this is the gateway to New England. Okay, I'm getting summoned. Wow. What state number is this?
I don't know what day it is.
Well, we only have what? Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine left. So this is our 10th state. Wow, basic math is hard. 10 out of 14, baby. So I'm at the shelter. There's the field. There's the shelter. And Quantum is going to camp in his tent like 0.1 further because there's a river and he likes white noise, and I'm going to stay in the shelter because I'm lazy and don't like to pitch my tent if I don't have to, especially with a broken trekking pole. But today was a good day. I should have shown you the sandwich that I ate for dinner, but me and Quantum were having a good old chat, and so I didn't pull the camera out for that. And now I'm going to set up my stuff in the shelter and call it an evening. So good night to you guys. It looks darker than it really is. It's 5:53. And I'm leaving the shelter to walk 0.1 to the campsite where Quantum stayed last night. And then we are going to crawl. I'm going to crawl because my feet hurt so bad. I'm going to crawl to some convenient like store for coffee and hopefully breakfast sandwiches. We will see. All in all, things are good, but my biggest ailment is definitely my feet. I don't know, like blisters and stuff suck, and I have a few of them, but just the general foot pain, the nerve pain that I'm having in my feet, it's next level. On the plus side, it's a beautiful river. So this will be lunch from Bulls Bridge Country Store. Muffin, bagel with cream cheese for lunch. I should probably eat more protein. And breakfast will be ice cream, because at what other time in your life can you eat ice cream for breakfast? This breakfast sandwich and a blue Gatorade instead of orange, because there was no orange. So here we are.
3 of them. But I don't understand people who
Me on the ground. So this one trekking pole thing going downhill with like all these leaves and these slick rocks and shoes that got beat to death through Pennsylvania. I ended up my bottom quite a bit. Man, I have not been filming a lot today because pretty much I'm just using every ounce of energy I have to keep moving. Lots of up and down. Connecticut is beautiful though. Super, super, super pretty. Do lots of what Quantum and I refer to as bunny ears. I'm sure you can envision that. Steep, not very far, straight up, back down the other side. And then you do that again. So it's been a lot of what today has been. Tomorrow's gonna be 90 degrees. There's a heat wave hitting the East Coast. That's a little bit terrifying because I think it's like 60 something degrees right now, and as you can tell, I'm sweating. So, fingers crossed for my well-being. So I am wrapping up my marathon for the day, and it's been really hard on me, but just me. I am about to go through Split Rock or Split Boulder. I don't know. Look at this. So I'm climbing through. That's where I just came from. Once again, one of the many times I should probably not be filming and climbing, but here I am, doing it. Wow, I look almost as bad as I feel. I'm okay.
Mary Jane that?
Thank you, though.
That's a pass, but I appreciate it.
Good morning. 6:45-ish. I've been up for quite some time, but I've only been walking for about 15 minutes because I could have probably laid in that sleeping bag for 3 days. I slept super well, so that was super nice. And after yesterday's long, hard day, I'm a little slow moving this morning. It's supposed to end up being like 90 degrees today. There's record heat sweeping the East Coast. And I don't know how one prepares for that mentally. So I realized recently that I talk about the days, or I like put the day that it is on the video, but I almost never talk about where I'm at, like from a mileage perspective. So right now I am in southern Connecticut, around mile, I don't know, 1470 something. Yeah, so pretty far into this thing. Mountainside Cafe, breakfast, and some to-go goodies. Ooh, baby. It's not of you. Please move.
Want some coffee, baby? You only see me complain every video. Come on, get some happiness in there. We have a good time.
Mountainside Cafe. So leaving Mountainside Cafe with 4 pounds of food because they got my order wrong, and they corrected it, but no one needs to eat 4 bagels. And so here we are carrying this out for later.
All right, good luck.
Thank you. I don't know if you can see this. 1,500 miles, baby. Holy cow. Wild stuff. I am so disheveled looking. I look like I just got struck by lightning. Wowza. We're getting a room at the travel lodge. That, my friends, is a thunderstorm cloud. Which, if you're new here, terrified of thunderstorms. Apparently. If you're not new here, well, you know this. So, I'm not currently on trail. I'm in town, which is my favorite place to be, right next to not thunderstorms. Just because I have not been eating enough healthy food. Chicken. Don't worry, we still have carbs though. So glad I'm not in that. You can't see the lightning right now, but it's out there. Good morning. It is 7:30. I'm panting already. Papa Joe shuttled us into town last night and back this morning. Took us to get iced coffee from McDonald's and provided the most wonderful conversation. So I don't know if you'll see this, but if you do, thank you, thank you, thank you. It was a pleasure to meet you. Should not be this winded because I'm slackpacking, which means this should be a breeze. But, you know, my body never fails to amaze me that with a solid evening of rest, town food, and coffee, no pack, it still just doesn't really want to move. Exciting stuff. Beautiful day. Much, much, much more mild temperatures today than yesterday. And we're just gonna crush it. Okay, I need to catch up. Well, hey, guy. Okay, yeah. Oh, what is that thing? You gonna eat him? I think this is a movie right now. Oh, yeah, he panicked. Run away, run away. We have made it to Bear Mountain, which is the highest point in Connecticut. And now we are like half a mile from Massachusetts. So I'm going down Bear Mountain, like super steep down, you can't tell, with one trekking pole, no tread on the bottom of my shoes, and the rocks are wet. And I already am the clumsiest person I know, so with one fall down, I'm hoping to make it down there with no more. Massachusetts is really pulling out all the stops with the beauty. I mean, this walk along this stunning river, it's very green and lush and like damp. Look at this. I feel like I'm in Twilight. I am loving Massachusetts so far. It has been a beautiful walk up to this moment. And that doesn't mean that it's not pretty anymore. But we are down here in some stagnant, moist places in Massachusetts, and we can't walk faster and the mosquitoes can't keep up. And they're not just like little mosquitoes. And I'm from Oklahoma, so let me tell you, I know about mosquitoes. These suckers are like freaking pterodactyls. I just hit myself in the face with my trekking pole. Are like pterodactyls, and there's like 3 or 4 of them on you at a time. So by the time you swat the ones away on one arm, they're already collecting on your other. And I'm walking quick, moving my arms, but let me tell you, it is crazy. Quantum and I are trying to get a hitch back to So we got a hitch, but only to the junction where he was going left and we were going right, which was more than an hour of walking if we didn't get the hitch. So super thankful for that. And now we are closing in on like a half mile to food and fingers crossed, beer. Holy goodness, so excited. Beer, french fries, hiking partner, phone eats first. If it didn't get on the vlog, did it even happen? Good morning. Last night, stayed in the room again. Super nice to be in a bed 2 nights in a row. So nice, in fact, that we're gonna do it again. Quantum's mom came into town this morning and she is an angel, and she brought food and stuff and took us to Dunkin'. Now we are back on trail. Way later than normal, but I'm not mad about it. And we probably won't walk a very long day because she's here and it's supposed to rain, so why walk in the rain when you cannot walk in the rain? She also brought my trekking pole tip replacements, which means by the end of today and before I get back on trail tomorrow, I should, if I can figure it out, have 2 trekking poles again, which I'm really excited about. Oh, baby.
Thank you, Mom.
Angels. Okay. Just ate an incredible cheeseburger and sweet potato fries and a chocolate croissant and all of the things thanks to Allison and John and Quantum planning midday hike surprises. It's quite nice. Of course I'm panting and going uphill because would this even be my vlog if that wasn't the case? But yeah, that was great. Now we only have 9.5 matters. Half a mile matters left today. And the tricky part is we're kind of racing the rain. It's supposed to come right around the time we would like to be done. So while I let this food digest and pant my way up this hill, I'm gonna prepare myself to walk really fast, because I'd rather walk really fast on the ridge than walk at a comfortable pace in the rain. The beautiful thing is, every meal I've had today was real food, like town food. We had Dunkin' for breakfast. We had the Great Barrington Brewing Company for lunch. And who knows what dinner has in store. But I'm sure it'll be great. Okay. Let's get to getting. If you would have asked me what state has the most terrain variation, I would have not guessed Massachusetts, but it has it all, really. And in the, I don't know, 50 miles we've covered of it so far, out of the 80 something, it has so much variation. There's like the steep wooded stuff, there's swampy sections, there's pastures, there's rock cliffs. It's just really a wild time. I'm loving Massachusetts. We have dinner leftovers. We have resupply stuff. We have a hotel room. I'm not sleeping in the rain tonight. My stomach is full, and I'm with people who I absolutely adore. Good morning from the Black Swan Hotel in Lee. Yeah, Lee, Massachusetts. I'm about to go to breakfast. I'm drinking coffee, enjoying that. I just washed my hair with conditioner. I haven't done that in the last 10 showers probably, so that was life-changing. Get some breakfast and then slack pack today. It's raining, and the audio always turns out terrible when I have my rain jacket on because of the little microphone rubbing on it, but slack packing in the rain. I've done a lot of talking the last couple of days, so it's gonna be a head down, podcast in kind of day. Crank out some miles, try to keep my body warm. Stay home on my pants, so it's like 40-degree weather in my rain skirt. It's a little chilly if I'm not moving. Anyway, let's get to getting. With all the rain, the river is really flowing, and sometimes the trail, you can't tell if it's a water source or if it's the trail, but How pretty is that? Okay, we were walking in Dalton. We were jogging. And so I told you this morning that I've done enough talking for the last 2 days. I just wasn't going to be talking. And so put my headphones in and just crushed the first 12 miles of today in the rain. I also couldn't feel my fingers, so I couldn't have pulled out my camera if I wanted to. We're those terrible people who are walking in the middle of the road when there's a sidewalk and cars have to go around us. Whoops. Thank you, Public Works and municipalities, for putting sidewalks in your towns. Although this one could use a little TLC. Yeah, no, feeling good, feeling great, living large. I'm just glad it's not raining, and I'm excited I get to shower. So the coffee place was closed, but the sub place was not. So I got a mini meatball because it's cold. And Quantum went back up to the gas station to get his coffee there, but I'm going to eat this more meatball sub while I finish the last 6.5 miles of my hike. And I'm psyched about it. So I should be walking, not sitting, but I sat down because I thought maybe I had a rock that was causing a blister, and I realized that just like not only do I have a blister, but like the entire skin of my toe is coming off. That's so thick, and it's pretty painful, and I don't really know that there's anything I can do about it. So I'm gonna put my sock back on and cruise the last 2.5 miles down to the car and figure that out before dinner. But doesn't feel nice. Okay. Rainy days providing a different perspective. And it's literally all downhill to the van from here.
Anything cold.